New Amsterdam, founded in 1624 by Dutch settlers at the southern tip of Manhattan Island, stands as one of the most unique cities in world history. In this alternate timeline, the city remained a Dutch stronghold well into the modern era, blending centuries of Dutch civic, legal and cultural traditions with the influence of English-speaking settlers. Unlike real history, when the English briefly seized the city in 1664, renaming it New York City, the Dutch were able to recapture it in 1673 and retain sovereignty under the Treaty of Westminster in 1674. When Dutch settlers first arrived in 1624, they established New Amsterdam as a commercial hub, leveraging its strategic location at the mouth of the Hudson River. The Dutch introduced a legal framework based on their homeland, emphasizing civic organization, trade regulation, and religious tolerance. In 1664, the English briefly seized the city, imposing the name New York City in honor of the Duke of York. However, Dutch settlers retained their language, traditions, and local governance practices, allowing Dutch culture to persist despite English political control. The Dutch recapture in 1673 restored the name New Amsterdam, reasserting Dutch sovereignty and legal authority. The Treaty of Westminster in 1674 formally recognized the city as a Dutch territory, creating a precedent for a city where Dutch governance coexisted with English-speaking residents. This early period laid the foundation for New Amsterdam's lasting dual identity, a characteristic that would define the city's evolution for centuries. After the recapture, Dutch authorities fortified the city, enhancing civic institutions and defense systems. New Amsterdam grew into a cosmopolitan hub, attracting Dutch settlers, English immigrants, and other international residents. The coexistence of Dutch and English traditions created a unique social, cultural, and legal hybrid. Civic life thrived. Dutch laws governed trade and property, while English-speaking residents contributed to commerce, arts, and media. The city's dual identity, reflected in its two names, symbolized its ability to integrate multiple cultures while maintaining distinct civic structures. During the 18th century, the city experienced the same revolutionary currents that swept across the English colonies. While surrounding colonies fought for independence, New Amsterdam remained under Dutch law, serving as a neutral space for negotiation and trade. The city engaged with revolutionary movements but preserved its legal autonomy, further solidifying its reputation as a city that bridged cultures. The 19th century brought industrial growth, urbanization, and waves of immigration. The completion of the Erie Canal in 1825 established New Amsterdam as a major trade hub. The Great Fire of 1835 destroyed much of the city, but Dutch-led reconstruction modernized streets, waterfronts, and urban planning. Immigrants from Ireland, Germany, Italy, and Eastern Europe integrated into Dutch civic systems, creating a diverse yet cohesive society. In 1898, the consolidation of the 5 boroughs, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, Staten Island, and Manhattan, formed Greater New Amsterdam, expanding its influence across the region. The early 20th century saw the city adopt modern infrastructure and cultural milestones similar to those in real-life New York City. Grand Central Terminal opened in 1913, showcasing Dutch architectural influences. The 1920s brought the Jazz Age, with Dutch Harlem emerging as a cultural center. Iconic buildings, including the Chrysler Building, reflected Dutch-inspired Art Deco design. Dutch civic institutions managed urban growth while promoting cultural expression, cementing the city's reputation as a global hub of commerce and creativity. During World War II, New Amsterdam's Dutch-administered government coordinated recovery and wartime support, enabling a rapid post-war economic boom. In the 1950s, the United Nations established its headquarters in the city, recognizing New Amsterdam as a neutral, internationally respected civic space. Skyscrapers, theaters, cultural institutions, and financial centers flourished, reflecting both Dutch governance and global influence. The late 20th century brought a historic transition. On July 1, 1997, just 12 hours after the United Kingdom returned Hong Kong to China, New Amsterdam was formally integrated into the United States under a one-country, two-systems framework. Dutch civic, legal, and cultural traditions were preserved, ensuring continuity amid the transfer. 3 p.m., June 30th, police clear Battery Park and Lower Manhattan for celebrations. 4:30 p.m., Governor General Van der Velde departs Fort Orange House. 5:30 p.m., President Clinton and Vice President Gore arrive. 6:15 p.m., Sunset Parade and Dutch Royal Marines Farewell Ceremony. 11:45 p.m., official handover ceremony at Fort Amsterdam. 11 hours 59 minutes and 0 seconds. 11 hours 59 minutes and 48 seconds p.m., Dutch flags lowered. 12-second pause before U.S. anthem. 12 a.m. July 1st, sovereignty officially transfers, U.S. and New York City flags raised. 1:30 a.m., swearing in of U.S. appointed officials. 8 p.m., 1997 New Amsterdam spectacular fireworks along the East River. In the 21st century, New Amsterdam mirrors the real-life events of New York City, but under Dutch civic administration. The September 11th attacks occurred, with Dutch-led emergency responses proving essential. The city continues to thrive as a global financial center, cultural hub, and technological leader, blending Dutch civic law with modern American governance. Festivals, parades, skyscrapers, and museums reflect centuries of Dutch heritage intertwined with global influence. Today, New Amsterdam stands as the Dutch Hong Kong of America. It is officially Dutch, yet colloquially New York City, a city of dual identity and global significance. Its history, from the English renaming in 1664, Dutch restoration in 1673, to the 1997 U.S. handover, illustrates resilience, cultural fusion, and civic innovation. Real-life events of New York City still unfold within its borders, but through Dutch governance, creating a unique metropolis where centuries of Dutch tradition meet modern American life. The city is a living testament to coexistence, adaptation, and global influence, preserving a distinctive Dutch legacy in the heart of the United States.